Welcome back, guys. My name is...
I'm Phil.
Okay. That's Phil. I'm Eric. This is Beyond the Barrel Bourbon. We are live right now, actually. And we are going to go ahead and comp these wonderful Elijah Craig single barrels. I'm sorry, toasted barrels. One's a single barrel.
This is a single barrel.
Let's
pour this.
Yeah.
And let's try it. So this is the Elijah Craig. This is a...
Both fresh cracks, by the way.
Toasted barrel, barrel proof, single barrel.
Both fresh cracks, courtesy of Triple J.
So
actually.
we'll drink its lesser...
less proof. Lower proof. Predecessor.
Relative over there.
Thanks, Jeff.
While this one opens up.
Also, Todd, the Whiskey Wizard, gifted the show a bottle of Smoke Wagon.
Yeah.
So thanks, Todd. We appreciate that. Like gifts. Gifts are nice.
It's the season for giving.
It is the season for giving.
And forgiving.
It's always the season for forgiving, man. I forgive you every day for being mean to me.
Well, you're not here every day, so.
That's false.
You having trouble there?
No. So, I guess...
You should pour that one, too.
What?
That's the one that needs to open up in your glass a little bit.
Okay, well, so...
So this one is... MSRPs on these are going to be... I mean, the price range is going to vary. These are single barrels. These are generally going to be store... Well, generally. They're going to be store picks. This one's 123.6, 8 years old. I think you'll also get some...
it's what?
123.6 proof, 8 years old.
Okay, so I didn't hear the proof part. I just heard 123.68 years old. Like, it's very
8
old,
years
man.
old. I think some of the ages will vary as well. I think some might be 10 year, maybe some 9. I don't know. This is just, at least in this area, this one is just their standard. I say in this area because I don't know if this one is a shelf for everywhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think it is. And go ahead and finish your thought.
$45, I think.
Yeah, between 45 and 55 is what I've seen.
What, 94 proof is it?
94 proof. So basically, it's their normal small batch that they toasted. And so I remember in 2020, I think it was September of 2020 when these came out. My uncle got me an early release one. Mm-hmm. They were released in September of 2020, but I feel like he got that for me a little bit earlier than that. I remember I loved it. I thought it was fantastic. And I would hunt it. I'd look for it and find it. Crush that bottle. And I went and bought a replacement, I don't know, 6 months later, and it was not good. That's actually the bottle I brought to the office. So I was kind of glad Jeff gave us this bottle to use. Because that bottle, for whatever reason, it gave me that really tannic, bitter note that I get on the McKenna 10. So I'm hoping that this one is better because my uncle and I have been kind of looking at the codes on the bottom of the bottles to see if we can figure out which one is like Gen 1, Gen 2, or whatever, or Batch 1, Batch 2. I don't know if they batch them out like that, but. The single barrel is actually, my cousin sent that to Jeff from State Line. I think it's in North Carolina, might be South Carolina. It's one of the Carolina. It's from Carolina, so
South Carolina, I believe. Probably on the state line, if I had to guess.
Probably. So that's why I'm gonna say State Line, Carolina.
This one,
this actually smells.
You get a
pretty
good bit of caramel.
A lot of caramel. It was close enough.
Caramel. Good bit of caramel, but you do get like. That charred kind of wood note here a little bit. Not quite as prevalent as, let's say, the Michter's, which is another lower proof toasted. It is a little smokier on the nose than their toasted rye, Elijah Craig.
So I'm getting caramel for sure, big time on the front end. Maybe a hint of brown sugar. I see the woodiness that you're talking about. It's not. It's not that
char.
It's not the sweet oak I look for, but.
No, it's like a little burning wood, like a little campfire wood, but not quite as pronounced as some of the toasties we've had recently, the K-Luke or.
I think this smells a little more toasty than the Peerless.
But let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot. 94 proof should be opened up enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's
It's not bad.
It's $45 whiskey.
It's far better than that. So you tried the bottle I have up here. You tried that yesterday, remember? And you remember, like I kept telling you, there's something bitter about it, and I couldn't figure out. This one doesn't have that.
Yeah.
This one doesn't have that. This I could drink this.
This one,
my dentist buddy loves this stuff. He's always asking me to find him some. So
it's lacking a bit of complexity for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I was hoping some of that caramel and brown sugar would come through a little more.
It doesn't.
But it doesn't. I like to lift it up.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, and it honestly the charredness doesn't really come through that much either.
It does have
I'm trying to think of something that would be comparable to this.
It does kind of have a nutty quality to it, not like beam nutty, but kind of like that Heaven Hill nutty we talk about.
Well, that makes sense.
Oh, stop it! You know what I mean. It's not as prevalent in this as it is in some of the others, though.
Filming father.
He does have a knack for timing. Every time we do shoot a show, he likes to call.
Yeah, I was hoping like their toasted rye.
Well, that was fabulous.
Much more complexity than this.
That toasted rye is a buy for me pretty much every time.
I mean, you get a little caramel mid palate, little bit of like toasted almond maybe up front.
I get that, you know that ethanol note I tell you about. I kind of get that mid palate with this, but it's not as offensive as it is on others, but it's there, and it's kind of like I don't love it.
Yeah, I mean, there's other things in that price range I would buy.
The toasted rye. I mean, I would buy that over this. I think that's way better than this at that price point. I think
it's better at their toasted rye is better at that price point.
Interesting. There's the nose.
So this is the.
It doesn't smell hot.
Barrel strength, single barrel
store pick.
Man, it smells a bit sweeter.
It does. I definitely get more of
like
the vanilla notes.
More vanilla for sure. Maybe a little more maple here going on.
You always get maple in your second go around, like on the second pour.
First go around.
No, but it's like your second pour, so it's like you've already smelled something what's supposed to have a similar profile. What?
Somebody said something for you.
Chase, local store, has been telling me the toasted ECB pip is coming soon. Interested to see what y'all think. Yeah, we're definitely interested in this also. Curious to know,
and that's why I have their latest barrel proof.
That's our C924.
Yeah. To comp it to, because this is going to be younger. It's going to be younger. It's going to be a little less proof.
Oh, that's right. They didn't age date this one. No, yeah, they didn't. It's 11 years. It's 11 years.
Yeah, they age date all their barrel proof.
No, there was one of them that they stopped age dating.
Well, they stopped doing. They used to all be 12-year.
Okay.
And they stopped doing that.
And then the C923 was 13-year, wasn't it?
The C9 it was like maybe 13 years, 3 months.
The nose on this is far sweeter.
It's sweeter. It's a little more decadent, a little richer.
I hope
it's got a little maple, a lot of vanilla caramel.
Well, to me, it toned the caramel down a little bit.
But
the caramel's not as prevalent on this nose as it is on the other.
I don't think the char is as prevalent on the nose.
This is vanilla for me. Like I like that a lot. It's like almost like a vanilla sugar cookie. Cheers.
Again.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Why not? Todd broke records, so let's keep it going.
Let's see if it's First thing I notice, much more viscous on the palate.
There's a woody note in the middle of that I can't identify, but I like.
It's, I'll be honest, it kind of tastes like a high rye.
It kind of does.
It's kind of got that light wood note mid palate that I get on some of the Four Roses.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's what I'm getting because it's a woody palate. It's a woody note. It's not, but again, not found North Oak. It's some kind of.
It makes sense. You got probably a little older.
You're gonna laugh at this, but you know,
toasted barrel.
You know what it tastes like? I'm gonna steal your tasting note here. I get pencil shavings on this. That's what I'm kind of getting on this.
Yes, well, pencil shaving's what I changed to light wood note to make it more, because apparently not a lot of people know what pencil shavings taste like. But kind of like chewing on a
yellow number 2.
On a yellow number 2 pencil.
That's I get that.
And honestly, I like that note a lot.
I actually like this.
I have my suspicions that this is going to crush C924, but I'll verify that in a second.
I agree. C924 was, to me, the worst of the year so far. I'm a fan. I'm actually a fan of this. I think this is pretty solid. I like that woody note in the middle. Mm-hmm. And it does have that. The vanilla does carry through on the flavor here.
I mean, you get vanilla and caramel almost right away, but that light wood note comes in mid palate, pushes it out. Almost like a toasted almond kind of finish. The finish gets a little deeper than the mid palate as far as flavor, a little richer.
Boy, you can taste the age on that, man. I like that woodiness. That's really cool.
I would say
it doesn't remind. It's. I wonder
good
if
hug here.
I'm wondering if that's the smokiness though, kind of like how Michter's gives you that smokiness. I wonder if that's what we're getting. That we're calling it like a wood profile.
I'm gonna assume that toastedness is in it being a bit older. That we're tasting a little more of the barrel here.
Maybe so.
But I'll tell you what.
Either way, I mean, kudos, State Line, y'all. I mean, good pick. I mean, it's a solid pick for sure.
I would say.
Is this a buy for you?
This has beaten every
every batch this year.
Every barrel proof batch I've had this year.
Agreed.
But let's just verify it versus the latest.
See, this is what happens when we shoot way after hours.
Yeah, man.
Phil wants more. I mean, I'm not mad at him.
I'm trying to be thorough,
Yeah.
Plus, I'm not pouring full pours.
Not this time.
Well, I haven't been.
Yeah, so C924 was kind of. It's weird because that 8-year actually kind of tasted like it had some age to it.
Disgusting.
I moved the mic.
You're gonna wear a nice suit.
I moved the mic.
And your Clark Kent glasses.
Oh, stop it.
And just burp on camera.
It was on camera, but it was not on microphone. I moved the microphone. I was respectful, unlike you gulping into the mic.
Yeah. No, this is suffering from the same problem when we first had it.
Well, this is actually a revisit. So, like, I mean, did it open up? Did it get better? I mean,
no. It's still got that bit of tanningness.
Oh man, there's now, because I just finished myself. There's a pronounced sweetness on the back end of that.
Yeah, I agree.
I still don't. I don't.
After that wood, that light wood mid palate, it gets a little richer.
I still don't love it, right? Like
toasted almond.
But again, I'm not a huge Heaven Hill fan outside of some of the larcenies. But this is doable. Like I think it's a good pour. I do. I think.
Yeah, I mean.
Am I rushing out to go spend $100 on it? Probably not.
That's the hard thing for me. I mean, but honestly,
that's weird going back to that nose on just a plain old barrel proof.
That note that I get that reminds me of those barrel strength Four Roses that I love. I mean, in the Four Roses barrel strengths are what, $99? It's probably not quite as good as some of the more.
That is not good.
OESKs and things of that nature.
That C924 is just really not good. Sorry, guys.
Well,
sorry, Elijah Craig. It's just not. After such a banger for C923, and you bring that out at 924.
Yeah, it's missing. That initial palate up front is just missing.
There's no complexity at all.
Nah, and the finish is. The finish on that 8-year single barrel.
Far better.
Longer.
Far better.
Bigger hug. Higher proof. It's a lower proof.
I would say, what's the proof on it?
I thought it was like 123.6.
Yeah, and this is 129.
Yeah, 123.6. this is better than every batch of barrel proof. They were all three
this year.
They released this year, I think.
No, yeah, for sure.
I won't say for sure. I thought B524 was pretty good.
was fine. Yeah. Well, I think the beat batches altogether, like Larceny's beat batch, was better also.
From what I remember, yeah, I thought I liked the B. This C924 ain't it for me.
So Chase, if you're obviously if you're a Toasted fan, if you're an Elijah Craig fan, and you got the extra cash, get it. I mean, it's good. I mean,
yeah. I don't think you'd be. I don't think. I've said this for a few, but I don't think it's something that. I mean, is it a little high at $90,
Probably.
95? Probably. Are you going to be super disappointed in it? No. This has got some good flavors going on, man, and it's not super complex, but it does have multiple, sweet, light wood.
I guess in a way,
rich.
like it kind of reminds you of what a traditional bourbon is, right? It's got the caramel, it's got the vanilla, it's got the baking spices,
but it's got that little kick,
and it's got that little kick of wood and heat.
Yeah, I was actually surprised at how much that reminded me of a.
He said B524 is solid. Yeah, I mean, I think B524 wins the year for us this year. With
I think this is probably the worst one.
Oh, the C924, yeah, was not good. The A124 wasn't good either.
It wasn't great, but I think from what I remember, it was.
Yeah.
But
yeah, 524 is kind of almost hard to, it's not enjoyable.
So this is what I'll say. I say if as far as the private barrel, barrel strength toasteds go, if it's something you're curious about, and it's something I know a lot of people have actually been waiting to try it at a barrel proof point.
It's
worth getting.
It's better. It's far better than the off the shelf $50 one.
Absolutely,
far better than that. So
I mean, now keep in mind, their single barrels, they're going to vary, but I can't imagine that any of them would.
No.
Especially some of them will be older than this, 8 years. So I'd be interested in what maybe a 10-year would be.
That is not good. That is really not good.
But yeah, I mean, if you're curious about it, I'd say it's worth picking up. It's got enough going on there to where I don't think you'd be disappointed. I mean, maybe should it be $70, $75? Maybe, but I mean, so
smell that. That's the original.
That's what she said.
Wow. That's the original toasted.
That's also what she said.
Go back, and just knows it. Just look how much it's changed just from going to the others.
Butterscotchy.
Yeah.
Kind of smells like a poor man's Woodford Double Oak.
Man, we had that the other day, and it was so sweet.
What? No, you don't remember how smoky it got?
Well, it was sweet and smoky. You don't remember nose was just
never
so
gotten
sweet.
That smokiness on a Woodford Double Oak.
Honestly, it was really good. Kind of like, man.
How long has this video been? Like 80 minutes?
Not nearly as long as you would think. It's not even 20 minutes yet. So you're doing a great job today, man, keeping it concise and to the point. I'm proud of you. I've gotten more off the point today than anybody else. So yeah. Toss up, buy or not. I mean, it's kind of it's not good.
I just can't.
It's not good. That's all right. We've got other stuff we can finish it off with.
We've got Jeff Job and Jobin's toasted here.
Both of these are his.
Yeah, but this one's better.
I agree.
So we'll drink that one.
We'll drink that one. Again, thanks Triple J. We appreciate it. Thanks to my cousin sent it, so we got to make sure we thank him.
Thanks to State Line.
Thanks to State Line for making a good pick. Also, high rye is over 13% rye to us.
That's what Wild Turkey
says. That's what Wild Turkey says, and that's what we're going with.
I don't know if there's a lick of rye in that. I mean, it's Heaven Hill, so there's
Mr.
a
Isaac,
lick of rye
we're looking at you.
But it tastes like rye,
kind of. So, guys, with that, also, we may not, I'm not sure, it's up to you, do a Larceny single barrel proof. I think it would be a cool idea. If y'all want to see that, let us know. We have a bottle sitting over here. It's not here yet that I've seen. Also, another one that my cousin sent. So,
but Friday, round 2.
Man, for round 1.
The Whiskey of the Year tournament.
I don't think there was any surprises in round 1.
No. Oh, well.
Well, yeah. Russell's 13 getting knocked out early.
I guess, but that doesn't surprise me. If you were going to say chalk, It's pretty close to chalk. It was pretty close to chalk.
What?
Pretty close. Chalk.
Okay.
You don't know what chalk means?
I sure don't.
Chalk means when all the teams that were supposed to win, that people expect to win, it goes chalk.
Okay, well, so I don't watch a lot of basketball. So I don't watch college basketball, so I don't understand those tournament rules.
Some would say probably Russell's 13 should have beat Tintype.
It did for me,
I would
by the way.
And I gauged some of the comments we were getting. A lot of people expected Tintype to beat Russell's 13. So we'll call it chalky.
But
round 2.
But Barrel 33 was on just a way different playing field.
Also $200. Also, you can't get it.
Right.
No one can get it now. Sorry.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I've reached out. Guys, anyway, listen, if y'all want to see the larceny, let us know in the comments. Otherwise, subscribe, like, you know the spiel. And Phil's going to miss the camera, like always. Whoa.
I wasn't that far.
Yes,
I wasn't that far off.
Yes, that was bad, dude.